Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, guys, I want to do a correction on a video that I have made in reference to Adrian Slay's variety. No, not variety, but Adrian Slay. When I was saying, oh, honey, in a starch your forehead. Let me pull the wig down a little bit, y'all, now. All right. So I want to go back on a video that I did just the other day, explaining to you guys about Adrian Slay's video about her and the guy, Mr. Jeffrey. First and foremost, I want to apologize to you guys for saying that Adrian Slay's was living with Mr. Jeffrey. That is not so. She was not living with Mr. Jeffrey. I assume she was living with someone else or living with someone else for the moment. I'm not sure. But it was said that the gentleman did not want her to be, I was outside for a minute. The guy did not want her to be recording videos in his home. First and foremost, want to make that apology for that, guys. My bag. But today, what I basically wanted to speak to my yum-yums about is topic of the day is 5 ways a woman needs to feel protected. 5 ways that a woman needs to feel protected. Now, leave your comment down below and give me your 5 ways how you feel or feel the need to be protected and how a man can protect his woman. Now, for me, my 5 ways are, first and foremost, the 5 ways a woman needs to feel protected by her husband, her boyfriend, is number 1, spiritually. I want to feel spiritually protected by my gentleman in every way. Secondly, I want to feel emotionally protected by my husband or my boyfriend. Thirdly, I want to physically be protected by my boyfriend or my husband, meaning that I'm not saying physically as far as if we get into some kind of altercation outside of our home or out and about and someone says something or step out of character to us and you feel the need that your boyfriend or your husband should protect you in every aspect of the way, being argumentative with the source outside of your home. No, that's not what I mean. Just physically protected by him, like loving up on you, caressing you, just giving you all the love and the physical aspect of the way. Number 4, financially, meaning that you got my back, I got your back. We come together as one financially. You know what I mean? We can split the bills down the middle. When I don't have the money to pay a gas bill, a phone bill, electric bill, or whatever the means may be, you have me financially as well as I may have you financially. Number 5, mentally. Mentally meaning that I do not need to go through the unnecessary hurt, pain, and danger of a relationship. I don't want you to hurt me to fill my head with nothing but lies and manipulation, fornication, infidelity. If you're married, I don't need you to mess with my head mentally to lead me to believe that you love me unconditionally and that, I'm the only one that you need in your life and I'm the only one that means a lot to you and that you would never under no circumstance, just mentally filling my head up with just nothing but bogus lies. Spiritually, meaning that, at all costs that, hey, let's go and give God some of our time. You love the Lord as well as I love the Lord in every way. Now, yum-yums, you can leave your comments down below and give me your 5 ways, your 5 ways of feeling protected by your spouse. I think I'm saying spouse is the correct word for it, or your husband or your boyfriend. Now, for me, emotionally meaning that don't take me and put me through the stress and the pain, agonizing pain of if you're not happy with me and you don't want to be with me and I don't fulfill you, in no kind of way, and you feel as though you're not happy in this relationship, move on, step off. That's why I always tell you, it's always best, first and foremost, to get to know each other first and foremost as friends. You meet someone, you get to know them, you speak to them, you talk to them on the phone, you talk to them on Duo, you talk to them on FaceTime, you know what I mean? You can wait for just an actual date to go out with them. Don't be fast to just go out and just do that, because sometimes men and women can mess with a woman's head mentally. You know, the man can mess with the woman's head mentally. The woman can mess with the man's head mentally to lead them to believe that, hey, you know, you all I need, you're everything I need. You mean the world to me, and, you know, you are the only one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. These 5 things, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and mentally, is the importance in relationship. And first and foremost, the number one way of a woman to have the need to be protected by her man is first and foremost communication. Communication in a relationship is valuable. It means a lot. It is necessary. It is important, because if you don't have any sort of communication with your boyfriend, your husband, you know, that relationship will not under no means work. If there are issues and, you know, things that are going on with you and your boyfriend or your husband, sit down and talk about it. Sit down at the table, sit down in the front room, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, have a glass of wine, however the means may be that you feel necessary to do, and talk about circumstances and situations and issues and problems. Okay? Mentally, women can be violated mentally by manipulation of a man who wants to just play her and lead her to believe that, you know, hey, you know, you fine, you sexy, you know what I mean? I only want to be with you, and you mean the world to me, and I don't want you dating nobody else. But outside of what he's saying to you, he could be out there doing the unknown and just telling you things because these are the things he knows that you want to hear. But yet he could be the one that's out there doing all the above. Financially, I feel as though it is unnecessary for a woman to take care of a man at all costs. You know what I mean? You do not take care of a man. We take care of each other. You got my back, I got your back. Okay? We split things down the middle. We help one another through our financial problems and situations and circumstances. Physically, you know, you don't need to be manipulated by lies and, you know, infidelity and things like that, because physically that can hurt, harm, and endanger you. That can put your body under tremendous stress, cause you to have high blood pressure, cholesterol problems, you know what I mean? Just a lot of things that can put you in, you know, the state of. Emotionally, you know, when you feel that emotion that you're just being, you know, in pain of just the hurt and the mistrust and this misunderstanding, you have to sit down and talk about these things, because emotions can get the best of a woman to the point that where she's so emotional that she sits back, she cries, she wonders, you know, what you're doing, who you're doing it with, if you're cheating on her, you know, if you're in a relationship with somebody else, or you living a secret life. These are the 5 ways a woman needs to feel protected. Again, 5 ways of feeling protected by your man, your boyfriend, your husband, or whatever, you know, the comfort of a man, the love, you know, the trust, the communication of a man. If you don't have these things and you don't sit down and you don't talk these situations and these problems and circumstances out, the relationship will become bitter. Now, I always say in a relationship, if you feel as though that you're not happy with someone, move on. Don't allow yourself to stay in a relationship if you're not happy, because you only bring frustration and humiliation to yourself, because, you know, you find out later that, you know, sometimes and another thing, do not allow your supposedly friends to intervene in your relationship at no cost. Do not allow your friends to intervene in your relationship, because sometimes, I'm just saying, sometimes that supposedly friend is going through traumatic changes with their boyfriend, their husband, and they're unhappy, and their husband is cheating on them, and vice versa. That man's woman is cheating on them, or the man may tell you, as speaking to you as a friend, telling his homie, hey man, you don't need her, she don't mean nothing, all these women out here, why don't you just, build your world and your foundation around her? Well, make your own decisions and make your own choice, because anything is possible. You can make anything work if you just put your foot to it, And I wanted to just sit down and I wanted to just talk to my yum-yums about that. Now, as well as for me, let me tell you about Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S world. I was in a relationship. I was in and I know you guys may feel as though, Anastasia, why are you bringing this married man up again? Why did I'm bringing this married man up again? Because guess what, guys? I was so infatuated. I was so in love with this married man that you couldn't tell me that shit stink. I didn't believe anything anyone said. I didn't believe what none of my supposedly friends told me about my man or anything. I seen red flags, but I avoided them because I felt like, okay, at some point or another, he may stop. But when you have a man, especially a married man, that's infidelity, now you cannot label all married men as being cheaters, because we have some hell of a good men out here that do not cheat on their wives. They don't cheat on their wives. They love their wives unconditionally. They love their families unconditionally. But sometimes you have a marriage relationship that you've been in for, 15 or 20 years, and you start to lose the love and the affection, for one another. So it becomes as if you're just two people that's just living in a home together. This one sleep in that room, the other one sleep in that room, and there's no communication with the man or the female. Okay? And so the relationship becomes very, very bitter, and the relationship doesn't work out. So this is what can push the man to infidelity. What can push the woman to infidelity, because at all costs, the woman may feel as though that, I don't feel like I'm loved. I feel like this man doesn't love me. I feel like this man is cheating on me. Men, I say this to say, if you're not happy in that relationship and you don't love that woman, and you don't want to be with that woman no more, and you guys have raised children together, and all the love and the affection is gone, and you're not happy with it, sit down, communicate, talk. Maybe try to get counseling to make it work. But if it doesn't work, it means that it is time to step off. Because I would not want to stay in a relationship that I am not happy in just to satisfy the fact of my family. If we have raised all our children and our children are grown and we have no love and affection for one another, what is the means of staying in something that you're not happy with? Move on with your life. That's why it's safe to always to walk in love and don't fall in love. Now, what I mean by that is sometimes when I say it's safe to walk in love and don't fall in love, sometimes you can walk in love, but you fall in love, if you get me what I'm saying. You could develop these real deep affectionate feelings for this person, but this person may not feel this for you. But yet this person may tell you this just to tell you the words that they know that you want to hear. Us as women, we're very, very, very timid. We can easily fall in love. I've been there. I've done that. But let me let you guys know that I learned a valuable lesson. This man taught me a valuable lesson. Now, I can't say that one day I might not meet another man, that I might walk in love with, you know what I mean? But, not walk in love, that I might not fall in love with, because I want to try to do the necessary to walk in love and not fall in love. But sometimes that affection that they give you, because, sometimes we know that the man does it because the man is trying to get some of that kudina, that truasi. So they use that manipulation, violation, violating a woman to get what they want from her. And once they succeed in getting that from her, you know what I mean? They tend to start to not call you. You don't hear from them no more. They don't come around no more, And that's why it is not necessary to always ask the man, do you love me? You don't have to ask him that, because if he loves you, you're going to know it. You're going to know it. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. He's going to show it unconditionally that he loves you. You don't have to keep saying, do you love me? I don't think you love me no more. You know what I mean? You don't have to ask that, because like I said, if he loves you, you're going to know it. If he doesn't love you, you're going to know it. If he's cheating on you, you're going to know it. As well as men, if she doesn't love you, you're going to know it. If she's cheating on you, you're going to know it. Seek and you shall find, ask and it shall be given, knock and the door shall open. Everything will reveal itself. You know what I mean? And so I've been trying to bring this topic to you guys for the last week or two, but I couldn't find my paper that I had the topic on that I wanted to speak to my yum-yums about. Remember, 5 ways. You give me your comment down below, you know, your opinion down below, your 5 comments down below. What do you think 5 ways a woman or a man needs to feel protected? Okay, my 5 ways that I thought to feel protected by my man is spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and mentally. Because sometimes, you know, you may have someone that is dealing with mental abuse, and by them already dealing with mental abuse, they don't need the pressure and the agonizing pain of manipulation, BS, and lies, because that only adds stress more to their mental illness or whatever. Financially, listen, we all get in a rut sometimes. We all have a hard time sometimes in, you know, money, you know, that we don't have. But if we work together and we make this thing work, it can all turn out for the best. Physically, okay, that's a pretty little tough one. Emotionally, you don't want to feel emotionally drained trying to put your all in all, because it takes 2 to tangle. When one is giving their all in all and the other is not, that is emotionally drainful. It drains you. It really can drain you. So again, leave your 5 comments down below. You know, 5 ways a woman or a man needs to feel protected. And again, as I stated, my 5 ways of feeling protected is spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and mentally. Okay? So this is the topic I've been trying to bring to you guys for the last 2 weeks, and there you have it. Okay? So if you totally agree with these 5 answers that I have, leave your comment down below, or leave your 5 ways that you feel protected by your man, your husband, your boyfriend, or whatever. Okay? So if you should like this video, guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Thumbs this video up. Reach over there, hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all of Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S World's videos. Now, with that being said, that's my theory of how I feel about protected. All right, so I want to get back into a little snip of a topic about Adrian Slade's variety. She was out with Mr. Jeffrey today on a video. They were out and they were eating, I assume, I don't know, Red Lobster or something like that. And they were eating lobsters and things like that out there. And she was out there, you know, with her friend and everything. Now, this is the thing that gets me. Excuse me. You state now, are you stating that it's Mr. Jeffrey who you're talking about, that breath smells bad? Or are you talking about the person that you reside with now, and you're saying that, you know, his breath smells bad or whatever, you know? And I think truly that should not be announced on YouTube, because if you're living with someone and someone is letting you stay there in their home, why speak negativity of them? Now, what if at any course that this man find out that you're saying all of this about him, Adrian? Do you not know that man could throw you right out of his house because you're embarrassing him? You're saying his breath stink and all of that. And another thing I wanted to talk about, that Airbnb trailer that she's supposedly getting. I truly hope, guys, that that is not where she's going to be residing at, because as I stated in the video, because I thought that she was staying with Mr. Jeffrey when I said, where's she going to put that trailer at? Is she's going to put it in Mr. Jeffrey's yard? Well, little be told, guys, I apologize once again. That is not Mr. Jeffrey that she's staying with. That is the man, Jeffrey is the man, I believe, is the one that she went to this little gathering that they went to, and Adrian was doing a vlog, you know, of the people that, you know, Mr. Jeffrey was there with. Now, there is some spaces in between his teeth, but still yet and staying the same, you know. Don't embarrass him like that, because you're with this man and you're saying you're staying with this man. You're staying with this man, but yet and still you speak negativity of this man. You know, I don't know if he's the one that you're saying his breath stinks, or you're talking about the man that you reside with, who you're staying with at the moment, that his breath stink. But baby, you better take those words back, because at this point or another, you really don't have anywhere to reside at this moment. So she's supposed to be going home to see and visit her friends and see how that works out. She says she's not going to stay there. You know, she's just going to visit for her birthday and everything. Now, I hope she goes over there and be a lady. I truly hope that she goes over there and be a lady, and just to go over there to enjoy herself. Don't go over there bickering, arguing, starting, you know, problems with no one, you know what I mean? And just, you know, just going over there and just having a good time. And, you know, thanking God if she makes it to the age of 50 years old. Now, you know, and I know that Adrian Slade can be a hot mess, you know. And, yeah, so that's what she says she's going to be doing. She's going to be going to, I believe, Milwaukee to go over there and visit her family and stuff like that. So, with all of that negativity that she speaks about these men, yet and still you speak this negativity about these men, you know, but you be with this one, you be with that one, you manipulate this one, you manipulate that one. And just like my boy Benji, you know, when I told you guys about the video about Benji, yo, Benji was giving those, honey, he was giving them questions to her. Do you hear me? Benji was not cutting no corners. He wasn't sugarcoating nothing. He came out with it all pure and raw and uncut. Okay? And when he said, don't try to play me, Adrian. Don't try to play me. I think you met your match, honey. Because Benji was not having it. He was not having it. When I tell you, I liked his interview. Now, I think that was part 2 of his interview. I think that was part 2 of his interview with her. And when I tell you guys, he was giving it to her, he was giving it to her. And when she took and reached over there and she was eating those clams out of the bowl, he said, did you just eat out of this bowl? Were you eating on these and you put them back in the bowl? You know, Benji was not having it. Benji did not eat it. He would not eat those clams. You know, I don't know if they were picked over or she put them in her mouth. She didn't like them. She spit them back out. But as I stated to you guys, each and every time that someone tries to get an inch closer to her, she rebels. She pushes them away. How can you how can someone love you or show you love when you just constantly push them away? The moment she sees that they're coming close to her, she pushes them away. The moment. Now, with the gentleman that she had at the picnic, when he went to go see his friends and everything, the people that were there seemed like they were very nice people. And she looked like she was kind of having a good time and stuff, but he's not the finest, but he can have the most wonderful personality if she lets him in to show her, you know, how much he can care for her and everything. But when you're constantly pushing them away, it will not work for you. It will not work for you at all. Now and again, as I stated, for me, I can be a little bit sort of kind of like Adrian a little bit, guys. The reason why I say that is because what I don't do and what I don't tolerate from a man is lies. What I don't tolerate from a man is manipulation. What I don't tolerate from a man is cheating. If I am not your all in all, and if I don't complete you, and you feel as though it's just about, you know, the things of the things, you know what I'm saying? Like just getting some of that shashani, kupanchi, kudina, totrotra. Keep it 100. Let's be adults and just, you know, we're just doing what adults do. Now, I do want to state the fact that I met a gentleman, okay, just browsing around the store, minding my business, and I met a gentleman. Now, I can't label that man because I don't know that man. And at all costs, this is a working man who works 7 days a week. So I feel as though at some point or another, maybe he will call and maybe he won't call. But I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to call him, because what I don't do, I don't force myself on a man. If I'm what you're interested in, you're going to try to make that move, okay? You're going to be the one to try to make that move and try to get with that person, try to know that person. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to run after a man. I'm not going to plead for a man. I'm not going to beg for a man, because I feel as though if he is for me, what's for me is for me, okay? So on that note, my yum-yums, happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I hope you had an amazing day. I went to church this morning to go see my grandkids. What do they call it? What was Monty having? I went with them this morning to church, and I feel good inside that I went, you know what I mean? I feel good when I just give God some of my time. I feel really good about it, you know what I mean? So I got up this morning and I went and I gave God some of my time, because all things come through Christ. And he is the King of all kings. He created us. You know, he said he has to say so. He has the last word. You know what I mean? And just go and try to give him some of your time. You know, like they said, you don't always have to go to church to serve the Lord. You can serve the Lord at home. You can get down on your knees and say, prayers still work. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, guys. Prayers still work. I love the Lord with all of my heart. And, you know, like I told you guys that I was very, 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 very angry with God at one point or another, you know, but I can't blame God, because, you know, things happen in life and I can't blame him. And I was so angry with him. And I said, you know, Lord, why did you take my son from me? But I can't blame God, because things happen. Things just happen, guys. It just happened. And I asked the Lord to forgive me. You know, I apologize to him, and God is a forgiving God. And I know that God knows what's good and God knows what's right. And I know he forgave me, and he know that I loved my son very, very much. He knows that I loved my son very, very much. And I just keep continuing to ask God to strengthen me, to give me the strength to move on, because I know that that's what my son want me to do. Mommy, I want you to live on. I don't want you to stress yourself, because you would only make yourself sick, you know. And yeah, so I went and I gave God some of my time this morning. The church was very nice, very beautiful. The program was very entertaining, very good, and I enjoyed it. It was really, 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 really nice, you know. So, guys, again, the 5 choices, leave it down below. Your five choices, okay? Let me just tell you this one more time. The topic of the day is called 5 Ways a Woman Needs to Feel Protected, or the 5 ways a man needs to be protected. But it is basically talking about 5 ways the woman needs to be protected by her husband, her boyfriend, or whatever the means may be. 1, spiritually, these are my 5 ways I need to feel protected by my man. You know, secondly, emotionally, you know, 3, physically, 4, financially, 5, mentally. Okay. And the number 1, the main number 1 is communication. If you don't have communication, you have nothing. You have nothing at all. So on that note, guys, happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I'm going to come in and just show my face today and give you guys this topic that I've been promising you guys for 2 weeks. I couldn't find my paper because I was trying to remember, like, what was the 5 things that I wanted to, that I need to feel protected by my guy, you know, or just in general, just to feel protected, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be by your man, just the safety of it all, just the protection of it all. And those were the 5 things that I had in my thought. Stay positive, stay blessed, keep the peace, stay out of trouble, let no hurt, harm, and danger come against you. All right, guys? First and foremost, remember to always put God first and foremost in your life, because he is the importance of everything. That alarm clock didn't wake you up this morning. Almighty God did. Have a wonderful evening. I love you, Yum Yums. Stay positive and stay blessed. Keep that peace. Stay out of trouble once again. And let no hurt, harm, or danger come against you. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.